Hey, what's going on everyone? It's your boy Redstone9X here and welcome back to another command block tutorial video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do polar bear armor and weapon commands in Minecraft. And what I mean by that is you can probably guess by the title that these commands will allow you to give you a set of polar bear like armor that can give you some cool abilities and also a cool weapon when you wear the full armor set. Now the previous one I did was the honey block armor command, so if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Link will be in the description down below after you finish watching this video. And now, before I go into more details on what those commands are to make this work, you know the drill. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. And turn on those notifications so you don't miss another video. Apart from that guys, let us start today's video. Okay guys, so here are all the commands right here. So it is a lot of commands into making this all work out. And, as always, I will leave a link in the description down below so you guys can copy and paste them into your world later on. Now, let's start this video. So first off, as always, I'm going to demonstrate how this works. I'm going to get my polar bear armor, in which they all have protection 3 on them, so very good. So as you can see, I get this cool weapon called the Polar Bear Claw Dagger, which has sharpness 2 on it. So not bad for combat, but there's also plenty more it can do. So let me turn this on. Actually, hold on, let me turn this on as well. Okay, now, let me grab myself some fish. And also a couple of mobs real quick, including polar bears themselves. So as you guys know, polar bears pretty much live in snowy areas, and also if you accidentally punch one, they'll attack you. But as you can see, since I'm wearing the full armor set, the polar bears don't attack you, so that's pretty good. Makes you almost one with the polar bears, really. So anyway, on to the other abilities is pretty much when you get resistance and strength when standing on top of snow blocks, or even ice or packed ice like right over there too. And there's also one other thing that this polar bear armor set comes with, and it involves combat as well. So let's say you're surrounded by polar bears and you're being chased by mobs like those husks right over there. So let's just say first when you attack them with the polar bear claw dagger, if there's a polar bear nearby, one of those polar bears is actually going to attack the mob. But it has to be the one that is closest to you for the polar bear to do its thing. Oh, and the other thing is, you pretty much give polar bears a good strength boost as well as a good resistance boost. I think I gave a resistance boost, yeah. But anyway, and most importantly, you give them a special strength boost as long as they're close by around you as well, so they can do more damage and protect you. And of course, the same thing happens if you don't attack at all. So if the mobs attack you first, like this, the same thing will also happen. The polar bears will also attack. So as you have noticed, the polar bears don't all swarm at once. Only one of them will at a time, so you would pretty much have to make sure a good enough amount of polar bears are next to you, and also they get affected by this armor effect, if that makes sense. And since I've lost some hunger points, this is a great time to demonstrate the next abilities of this armor set. Also, let me just quickly make myself hungry real quick, even more. And this will pretty much involve using the fish I picked up earlier. And also, let me take off this armor set for a second. So, as you guys know, this is the amount of hunger points you get with eating raw cod, raw salmon, and of course, tropical fish. So as you saw, the fish gave around between half a hunger point to a full hunger point, which is not bad. But watch what happens when I eat first the tropical fish when wearing this armor set. So as you saw, it gave around 2.5 hunger points back. So let me just make myself hungry again, so I can show you how much hunger points you get back when eating the raw cod and also raw salmon too. So this is how much hunger points you get back when eating raw cod. about 3 hunger points back. And when you eat raw salmon, you pretty much get, I want to say 3.5 hunger points back. So you pretty much get the most from raw salmon right here. And that's mostly because polar bears usually have more of a preference to raw salmon. I mean, they'll still eat any one of these fish, but they just like salmon more. So that's why I made salmon give you the most. So make sure you stock up on that salmon. And this can pretty much work out for any kind of tough mobs that come across your path. Like, let's say, Vindicators. Gone. Just like that. Now let's try something even tougher. How about Ravagers? So let them attack me first. Get him, polar bears. Attack. Like, look at them go. Protect me, polar bears. Oh, I'm about to die. Oh! Wow, that was really close. So you see what I mean, guys? If you guys did not have this armor on, or if you did not have polar bears around you, then you would have been gone just like that. So it's good to have these polar bear companions at your side. And, as always, when you take off the armor set, all of the effects as well as the weapon will go away. Okay, so now that you've seen that, let's go over the commands into making this all work out, so be back in a sec.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, so first things first, we needed a couple of scoreboard commands into making this all work out. Starting with this one right here. So it's scoreboard objectives add, and then we do polar_bear_claw_dagger. And then we do Minecraft.used:\Minecraft.iron_sword right here. And then this command simply removes that scoreboard if needed. So now let's move on to the next scoreboard command. So here we're just going to put the name polar_bear_armor right here. And then this time we do Minecraft.custom:\Minecraft.damage_taken right here. And then this command simply removes that scoreboard if needed. Okay, moving on to the next one. So this scoreboard command, we're going to put polar_bear_food1 right here. And then this time we do Minecraft.used:\Minecraft.salmon right over here. And then this command simply removes that scoreboard if needed. Now for the next scoreboard. So this time we put polar_bear_food2 right here. And then this time at the end, we want to put cod. And then this command simply removes that scoreboard if needed as well. And now for the last scoreboard command. So here we want to do the same thing as the other two, except we put polar_bear_food3 right here. And then this time at the end, we want to do tropical_fish right here. And then this command simply removes that scoreboard if needed. Pretty standard stuff. So now we're going to move on to the commands which will activate the polar bear armor set bonus. And like all my other armor videos in the past, make sure the redstone is exactly as you see here. Starting with this one, which will detect if the player is wearing the full armor set. So it's execute at P, run execute if items entity at A, and then we do armor.head, and then put in all the information for the special leathered helmet named polar bear helmet, as you see here. And then here we do run execute if items entity at A, and this time we do armor.chest, and then put in all the information for the polar bear chest plate, as you see here. And then here we do the same thing as the other two, except we do armor.legs, and then put in all the information for the polar bear leggings, as you see here. And then lastly, same thing as all the others, except we do armor.feet, and then put in all the information for the polar bear boots, as you see here. And make sure you set this command to always active as well. So that you have a redstone comparator like this, and one like this, but we're gonna first go this way to this bunch of commands right in front of me. So this next command will give you the polar bear claw dagger. So it's execute at P, run item replace entity at P, and then we do hotbar.0 with Minecraft iron sword, and then put in all the information for the polar bear claw dagger, as you see right here. So this command right here will give you strength when on snow. So it's execute at P, run execute as at R at S, if block, and then we do 3 squiggly lines like this, Minecraft snow right over here, and then we do run effect give at S, Minecraft strength for 1 second, 1 for the amplifier, and true for no particle effect. Then this command's the same thing, except this gives you resistance. So here we just do Minecraft resistance for 1 second, 1 for the amplifier, and true for no particle effect. And then this command is the same thing, except it's for when you're on snow blocks. So here we just want to change this bit, so make sure you have -1 here, and then put Minecraft snow underscore block right here, and then the rest is pretty much exactly the same. And same thing as this command, except it gives you resistance right over here. Now these next two are the same thing, except it gives you strength and resistance when on top of ice. So here, we want to do the same thing, put -1 here, and then this time we want to put Minecraft ice, and then the rest is pretty much the same. And same thing as this one, which gives you resistance as well. And then these two commands, exactly the same, except this is for when you're standing on packed ice. So again, same thing as the last few, put -1 here, and then you do Minecraft packed underscore ice, and then the rest is pretty much exactly the same. And same thing with this one, which gives you resistance as well. So now this command right here will create a team called polar bear armor. So here is just a simple team add polar underscore bear underscore armor. And then this command has the user join that team, as you see right here. And then this command will have all polar bears join that team. So here is just a simple team join polar underscore bear underscore armor at E. Inside brackets we do type equals polar bear. And now these next two commands will give the polar bears strength and resistance when they're near you. Starting with this one. So it's execute at P, and inside brackets we do team equals polar underscore bear underscore armor, and then we do run effect to give at E, type equals Minecraft polar bear, and then we put that same team name right over here, distance equals 0.10, and then we just do Minecraft strength for 1 second, 1 for the amplifier, and true for no particle effect. And then this command is pretty much the same thing, except this is for resistance. So this command right here will activate the polar underscore bear underscore claw dagger scoreboard. So this first bit means when the player has the polar bear claw dagger selected, it's going to run this. Run scoreboard player set at E, and inside brackets we do scores equals, and inside color brackets we do polar underscore bear underscore claw underscore dagger equals 1, 2 dots at the end, close both brackets, and then we put that same scoreboard name here with 0 at the end here. So this command right here will cause a nearby polar bear to attack the mob you attacked. So it's execute at P, and inside brackets we do team equals polar underscore bear underscore armor, and then we do run damage at E, and inside brackets we put in that same information about the polar bear right over here, and then we do sort equals nearest, limit equals 1, and then we just put 0 for the damage, Minecraft mob underscore attack, and then we do buy at E, inside brackets we do team equals polar underscore bear underscore armor. But make sure you put an exclamation mark here, so this will mean mobs that are not on the polar bear armor team. Then you do sort equals nearest, and then limit equals 1 right here. So now this command over here will activate the polar bear armor scoreboard. So it's execute at P, run execute as at A, and inside brackets we do scores equals, inside curly brackets we do polar underscore bear underscore armor equals 1, 2 dots at the end, close both brackets, and then we do run scoreboard player set at E, and inside brackets we just put that same information again, and then you do same scoreboard name here with 0 at the end here. Now this command right here will cause a nearby polar bear to attack the mob that has attacked you this time. So this command is pretty much exactly the same as the one where you need to attack mobs first for this one right here. And then this command right here simply resets that scoreboard as you see right here. So now this command right here will activate the polar bear food 1 scoreboard. So this first bit means when the player has the polar bear claw dagger in their inventory, it's going to run this. Run execute as at R at S if entity at S, and inside brackets we do scores equals, inside curly brackets we do polar underscore bear underscore food 1 right here equals 1, 2 dots at the end, close both brackets, and then we do run scoreboard player set at E, and inside brackets we put that same information again, and then here put that same scoreboard name here with 0 at the end here. And then this command gives saturation after eating raw salmon. So here is just a simple execute at P, run effect give at P, Minecraft : saturation for 1 second, 4 for the amplifier, and true for no particle effect. Now this command activates the polar bear food 2 scoreboard. So same first bit as the last one I just showed you, except we're gonna come all the way over here. And this time we're gonna change the scoreboard name to polar underscore bear underscore food 2 right here. Here, and also at the end right here. And then this command will give you saturation after eating raw cod. So this time we're going to change the saturation here for 1 second like before, but this time 3 for the amplifier and true for no particle effect. Now this command right here is pretty much the same thing, except this is for the polar bear food 3 right here. So again, we want to come here to this bit and change the name to polar underscore bear underscore food 3 right here. And put that scoreboard name here too, as well as the end right over here. And of course, this one gives saturation after eating a tropical fish. So pretty much the same saturation level as the raw cod as you see right here. So now this command right here will remove the polar bear claw dagger when you take off even one piece of the full armor set. So here is just a simple execute at P, run clear at P, and then you put in all the information for the polar bear claw dagger as you see here. And then this command right here will remove the polar bear armor team. So as you can see, it's just a simple team remove polar underscore bear underscore armor right here. And now these last 3 commands right here will reset certain scoreboards. And also a quick note here, make sure to activate these commands before putting on the armor. Starting with this one right here. So here you just gotta do scoreboard players reset at A, polar underscore bear underscore food 1 right here. Same thing with this one, except this is for polar_bear_food 2 right here. And of course, same thing as this one, which resets the polar_bear_food 3 scoreboard right over here. And yeah, that is pretty much polar bear armor and weapon commands in Minecraft. And that, my friends, is gonna wrap up for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. And turn on those notifications so you don't miss another video. Apart from that, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you all next week in the next one. Goodbye!